Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alex, and I'm here with the Deputy Ambassador of Serbia. Welcome, hello, and how are you doing?
Hello, thank you for your welcome. Very good, thank you.
Great. Maybe you can tell us and our audience your experience of arriving to our wonderful city. Is it the first time you've come here?
Yes, this is the first time I came to Chongqing. I read about it a lot. I watched the videos of Chinese and foreign influencers, and I always wanted to come, so I used this opportunity to come, and I'm more impressed than what I've seen in videos.
Now, foreign influencers, just this question's off the script a bit, but foreign influencers, did you see any of my videos?
Not yours. I'm following some people, some foreigners who live in China.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Which are like very friendly towards China or married to Chinese women or men, and they keep on trying to broaden other people's minds towards China. So I've seen many positive videos, but I did not expect this.
Oh, wow. Okay. Important voices. I came to the city in 2019, fell in love with it, and moved here.
Okay.
I have a YouTube channel as well, and I am so honored to be with you here, Deputy Ambassador. Let's talk a little bit about the Land Sea Economic Forum that we're attending here. Can you share how the 2024 Land Sea Economic Forum has created business opportunities for Serbia and maybe some changes that might be coming?
Well, right now I don't know whether Serbian companies are present here. Mm-hmm. I know that in the previous year we had Secretary General of the Government of Serbia present for this forum. Mm-hmm. I know that we want to cooperate with China in Belt and Road Initiative and in Land Sea Forum. As you for sure know, Serbia does not have sea. So Chongqing would be one of the examples where we explore how to make Serbia, of Serbia, something similar to Chongqing. Of course, it will never be like Chongqing because it has too many people and it is too big compared to Serbia, but yes.
Thank you for answering that. Although your country is remote from China geographically, in what ways do you feel the platform could bring people closer together in practical terms with China?
Well, we have since 2017 mutual visa abolishment agreement.
Okay.
So Chinese citizens and Serbian citizens don't need visas to travel for up to 30 days.
Oh, well, that's good.
And we also have mutual driver's license recognition agreement, which means that any tourist from China who comes to Serbia can drive on their own in Serbia, can take their own vehicles, and since 2022, we have direct flights, for now only from Beijing and from Tianjin. But very soon, this was announced by President Xi Jinping during his visit, very soon from Belgrade to Shanghai as well. So I think that there are numerous opportunities for people to travel. And I don't know if this was when you went to Serbia, as you said, but in Belgrade, in the capital, we have signs which are for monuments which are written not only in English and Serbian but also in Chinese.
Wow, this is encouraging. I have to say, my first impressions of visiting your country as well and the capital will forever be a reminder to me that the determination. There's some similarities between, Serbia and Belgrade and Chongqing. These are two cities that have had challenges, great challenges, but the people unite, and this is what makes both of these cities incredible. And great news to hear about the visa, and great news to hear about the driver's license. A lot of people, when they're going to countries, they are looking at these things, the ease of traveling, and imagine that. A market of 1.5 billion with the airport expanding. Brighter days ahead for everyone. Yes. Let's continue with the questions. What is the principal message and main areas of concern your country has addressed at the forum? And can you provide some illustrations? Maybe what are some, I don't want to say concerns, but let's say maybe what are some challenges Serbia has right now that maybe they'd like to find some solutions for?
Well, one of the main challenges we have is that we are a landlocked country. So we need, and we do have recently China-Europe Railway Express started going all the way to Belgrade as well. This only happened in this year, but this is one of the things that we would like to cooperate on with Chongqing especially, and also we have like the free trade agreement, and we want to somehow improve the trade between China and Serbia to double or triple it as soon as possible. So this is one of the trade, openness, and infrastructure.
Okay, thank you for answering that. Can you describe the current relationship of your country that has, I know this might be early days, but with Chongqing, Southwest China, what would be the most relevant areas of cooperation? I know we've mentioned there's a free trade agreement. I know we've mentioned, but let's talk maybe, is there some things, I know Serbia and China could do more than just tourism. Is there some other businesses that you think can
Are you
grow?
talking about China and Serbia or Chongqing and Serbia?
Chongqing, Southwest China. Yeah.
Chongqing and Serbia are already, as far as I was informed, cooperating in science and technology.
Okay.
And there was a representative of the Ministry of Science and Technology of Serbia present here in Chongqing for a meeting, and a vice chairman of the CPPCC of Chongqing municipality is supposed to visit Serbia in the next 2 months. And he will also visit some of the Serbia industrial science and industrial technology parks, and probably sign some of the agreements while he is there. So we are looking to start the cooperation from there, like properly with the proper agreements. So science and technology may be also youth, because I've seen a lot of young people here in Chongqing who might be interested to visit Serbia, and then new energy vehicles. There were some companies, some new energy vehicle companies from China present at the Serbian car show, which is very small, but there were. But Chang'an, we visited Chang'an, and they were not present. And I met a lady in Chang'an while visiting them yesterday, who had the opportunity to visit Serbia, and she's very impressed. So we agreed that she will come again, and hopefully she will bring Chang'an to Serbia as well.
Fantastic. My last question, and before I ask it, I'm going to ask you, is Serbia ready for China? I mean, when China puts its focus on a country, its people get behind that and they support. I'll give you an example. Thailand's tourism industry 15 years ago was slowly growing. And I'm not going to name any figures here, but I'll give you a rough estimate. China and Bangkok in Thailand is one of the most visited cities in the world now. I think it's the top 3. It either goes Paris, London, Bangkok. The tourism in the country of Thailand within 5 years changed. It flipped between 52 to 54% of tourists coming in were coming in from China. And it just absolutely exploded that market. So when Serbia gets discovered in China, I know it's been discovered around the world because it's an incredibly beautiful country, but when it gets really discovered in China, are you guys ready?
Well, I think that we will never be ready for China because China is a huge market. But we are always open for Chinese tourists, and our president, Mr. Alexander Vučić, during the last year's Tourism Expo, where China was the main country, invited Chinese tourists to come again. And he said that they will be welcome more than in any other country in Europe, and that they can feel free to come to Serbia. And also in 2019, which was a year before the pandemic started, the biggest number of tourists was from China.
Was it right?
Yes. So
exciting.
I mean, it is still slowly, Chinese tourists are still slowly discovering Serbia, but I know that they also, like, apart from the capital Belgrade and the second one, which is Novi Sad, among which we have a high-speed railway built by Chinese companies. They also like spas and mineral waters. So we'll keep on preparing. For now, as far as I know, only in Belgrade and maybe Novi Sad we have the signs in Chinese as well. But very soon, if we get Chinese tourists, we are ready to make them everywhere in Serbia.
How is the business climate in the? Is it easy if a Chinese company wants to come over and, let's say, open up some manufacturing or maybe open up a local tourism? How easy is it for someone to come over from China to open up a company there?
It is very easy. Our biggest exporters from Serbia are Chinese companies.
Oh, wow.
So we have 3 Chinese companies in Serbia, which are among the biggest, among the 5 biggest exporters. So, and China is very welcome. We have all the agreements in place for Chinese companies to come, and we always warmly welcome Chinese companies and Chinese tourists and Chinese leaders as well.
Well, thank you for that. My last question. Quite an easy one. This one's going to be quite easy. What are your impressions of Chongqing? And I know you still probably have some time left in your itinerary. What excites you the most of the city? Maybe first impressions. Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
So let's start with first impressions. And what else did I ask you? What other parts of your itinerary excite you that you maybe have left, maybe you're excited to see? Something like that.
Well, this is my first time that I came to Chongqing, and as I told you, I have not expected to see what I have seen. Both old Chongqing, or rather the traditional parts, and the modern one are very impressive. I like the alley in the mountains where we walked. It was a bit difficult and hot to reach there, but once we reached, I was very happy. And it reminded me of, like in Beijing, there are hutongs. So it reminded me of hutongs, but it's much, it's cleaner. And I don't know, the atmosphere is nicer. And also we went for a cruise. So we have seen the night view of Chongqing, which is also extremely impressive. But above all, the hospitality of people. Wherever we went, people were very hospitable, very nice to us. And also, yes, there was a part of Chongqing called, I think it's Liamping, where we ate vegetarian food. And me coming from Serbia, when I hear vegetarian restaurant, I'm not very much happy because we are meat eaters.
Yes.
But that was the best vegetarian food I have eaten in my life.
Well, that's good news, huh? Well, I just want to thank you so much. And I really, it's really nice to see that the ties between China and Serbia are building on a day-to-day basis. And if there's one country that really needs, the support and the support of people traveling to, it's definitely Serbia. And we only hope for brighter days ahead for you and your country. Thanks again.